Hello, D&J family. I know it's been a while since I put out a video, and I always wondered why more shops didn't put out videos. There's a ton of CNC shops out there, and in my mind at the time, when we were smaller, was, well, they're trying to run a full business. They don't have time to, it takes a lot of time to set up cameras, and it probably takes at least two or three times longer to do a job if you're recording it. So I just made the assumption that nobody has time when they're trying to run a business, and that's partially the problem. But as we've grown, I've noticed that the bigger problem is NDAs and prototype work. I can't actually show any of that, and maybe that is why a lot of businesses, or there's not a lot more YouTubers that um, can show their videos. You see a lot of home shop people doing projects, doing their own things, and little jobs. But you know, 90% of my jobs, probably even more than that, I'm under NDA, so I can't show the parts. I can't show them being made. I can't give dimensions. I can't. I'm really limited. So, what and I want to put out videos, but everything I see, I feel like most people know. So, but then I see videos where somebody's like showing how to use calipers and things that I think are just common sense, and they're just getting like rave reviews about these things and what gauge pins are, and I haven't done any of those videos because I feel like they've already been done, and plus I feel like most of that stuff's common sense, but maybe I'm wrong. Um, so I've had to hold off on videos just because I can't record most of this stuff. So I want to try to do projects around here. For instance, I'm trying to. So we have some slow months. Basically, November through close to February, we slow down quite a bit, and that we're already into January now, but it gives me time to do things outside of jobs that I can't show. So I want to start putting out videos about that. And here's just a little update. I was working full time and doing this just part time. On my days off, working 7 days a week basically. And I lost my job because I'd been working there 11 years. They decided to sell the company to another company, and that new company brought in their own staff. So I just unceremoniously lost my job. I had been kind of thinking about doing it, but I wasn't ready financially. For 5 years we put every penny back into the business because we had jobs. But it got when that happened, I had to make a decision: do I get another job or do I work here full time? And if I work here full time, I have to take some salary, which is going to affect the business in some way. It has to. So I took a salary that's less than half of what I was making before. So it's been rough, on me that way. I still work 7 days a week here, and the business is growing. So that's good. It's gonna work out. But on my slow times, I'm gonna try to put out some more videos. Hopefully, just doing things around the shop that I can actually show, and maybe I'll get some jobs in that I can actually show. But and most of the time, I've noticed on my videos I'm just cutting stuff over and over and over again, and I don't know if that's boring to people just seeing a machine run. So hopefully with projects that I do, they're going to take longer for me to do, but I'll show my process. I'll be able to show some of the CAD work, the design work, the CAM work, and even some 3D printing stuff. I've actually got a printer running in the back right now for something I'm working on. Right now I want to get my shop organized while I'm in kind of a lull work-wise, and getting my end mills in order is my priority. I haven't found a good solution. I've got them in just drawers now, and I've made laser cut out some stuff, and I'm just not happy. So I'm trying to figure out some stuff. Here is like the very first start of what I'm trying to do. I don't know if you can read that, but I'm gonna make some tags. This was just a test, but I'm gonna make some tags. And they've got a QR code in the description of the what the tool is. They're gonna have magnets in the back, and we'll get to that later. But I can actually, when I need to order tools, I can just take a snapshot of the QR code, and it'll take me directly to the product page for whatever I need to order. We'll get into that more later if it works out. I am really just trying to organize the shop right now. That's my biggest thing, is being unorganized, and the biggest part of that is just not having a place for everything. So having a place for everything that's close by will I think help. Here's an example of kind of something I'm working on here to organize things. So when I have a job that's got somewhat tight tolerances, I use gauge pins to check the holes on each part to make sure everything's staying within spec. And generally speaking, when I first do the part, I'll sneak up on it and I'll have a few gauge pins that are before the size I need. And then when I get it to size and I'm running the job, I usually keep four pins. And I'll show you so here's what I'm using currently. This is something I 3D printed up. And the first one is going to be way too small. That's when I'm leading up to the hole size. These two is the minimum size, the maximum size, and this is 1 thou over, or depending on the tolerance. But currently this pin is 1 thou over what I need. So I can replace these pins for whatever job I have, and I've currently got 3 of these right now, and I can print more. But basically, I can keep it on the bench, and keep the pins in there so they're always in the same place, because before this, basically I just had the pins sitting on the bench. And when you've got 3 holes of tight tolerance or more, and you've got 6 to 8 pins on your bench, and each one's for a different size hole, and you've got the parts and stock and other tools on the bench, things get crowded and potential for making a mistake. So I printed these out where I can put in, hey, here's my maximum tolerance hole, here's my, minimum tolerance hole, sorry, looking at the camera, and this is my oversized hole. And so just little things like that, trying to, make shop life a little better as I have time. And if there's anything you guys want to see, let me know. I want to, I'm getting into 5th axis stuff now, and mostly 3+2, but I have a 5th axis, and I'm building up my skill level on that, and I'm kind of excited about it. But I can't show most of it again. But I want to tear my 5th axis down and go start from steps and do a video on exactly how I get everything dialed in and set up, and mounting the vise, and then probably just cut out some basic 5-axis parts that aren't for a customer, but maybe something I need around the shop, or just a demo part. Also, one of the main things is I don't have a good camera to shoot in the machine. I have GoPros, but I'm constantly having problems with batteries and getting them mounted in the machine, and having to pull them out to get the data off of them. So if anybody knows a good camera system that could potentially wirelessly pull the data off and have good waterproof cases, let me know. Anyway, please let me know in the comments what you guys like to see. If the beginner videos of how to use mics and gauge pins and thread gauges and stuff like that are something you're interested in. Anyway, thanks, D&J family. I'll see you soon.